Hey, here's Joe again and welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero, where I wasn't able to record for a few days and I completely lost all my trains of thoughts that I had before and have to get into this because I don't know what we plan to do next. I think we found an architect thing on, we got an architect thing on somewhere. Okay, we are still parked here. Okay. That actually helps me a lot to find out what I'm wanting to do now. I'm back to still suit and rebreather. That's good. So we wanted to go for that architect artifact. And we wanted to return to base to get that other thing over there. Okay, I remember now. Why are you not number 5? Because the other thing was. Good. Then let's go towards that architect artifact. Directly bumping my boat into bullshit. There's always something to the right of me. Can I? No, I can't. I have to back out more. My ship's too long. Thank you. Okay, we're going to it directly on here. I might skip you, but we might actually encounter new biomes, because that's... I mean, it's to the southeast of here. Let's just recheck the map. We're here, and it's to the southeast of here, 1,500 meters, so I'm guessing somewhere over there. So it is a new area, but we're going past past copper on the way, I think. We didn't get damaged, so we managed to not hit any of those things yet. That's good. And game is sometimes like a bit glitchy, like graphic-wise. So I'm seeing stuff way off in the distance that I'm not supposed to sometimes. I mean, those guys, yes, that's okay. But there was some weird glitches happening just a second ago. Also, all the water effects in the ship weren't nice. I just hope that I did everything for my post-episode cleanup properly after the last episode. I didn't double check. Like if I put the snow fox in its own storage cabin in the back, like I planned to do. This biome is big with these fish, with these eye jellies. They're still around, and we already went like 600 meters and there's still more of them. Are they now everywhere? Like, look at that, that's Data Island. And they're still around. We should come... no, that was near Omega. I was just thinking about the place where the vent garden is. But no, we're not coming close to that. That's a titanhole fish. And yes, I see my battery has drained a bit. It's like 88% now from all my attacking animals thing. From me attacking the Leviathans, but we still have like a lot of time left on that. Like the iron power cells are really actually really good, and I'm glad I made them. That might be data. We're staying on the floor though. It is almost straight down from here now, 500 meters that way. And I can't see shit. That's good. Is that like end of area? Or does this actually go anywhere? Is there a biome south of here? I mean, we don't need to go south of here.
Warning. Entering ecological dead zone. The prospect for survival is fast approaching 0.
Ecological dead zone nearby, good. But this is like on the edge of the map. So they just did... Oh, did I bump something for the 3% damage? Oh, by the way, I was talking about that 86% battery load. Sorry. I do forget every now and then that you can't see that. Okay, there's a lot of smokers down there. That's good. So we are in the vent garden zone that I... Yeah! Okay, this. There is the vent garden. It's directly below the vent garden. By the way, it sounded like you could enter the vent gardens from below. So that's what I'm doing now. Did I put the thing in here? Or in here? Yes, okay. And we are inside the vent garden. Spiral plants. Yeah, we know that spiral plants were supposed to grow in here. And that's basically it. Can I, like, scan the core? No, okay. Not really worth going in here. And I don't like those cave map hologram things.
Rising temperatures detected in mineral-rich fissure below.
Yeah, that's where I'm supposed to go. Mineral-rich fissures. And that's the message that was supposed to guide me towards the architect hand I stole for so long and thus not didn't find them originally. Organically was the thing that I wanted to say. You're kidding me. I'm not fitting. And since I'm not fitting, I'm letting this stay here. I mean, it's just 140 meters below. And if I'm not getting too much stuck on stuff, it's easy to find. We have lithium here. It's like right below me. Yeah, there we have it. A second one of the same kind. Great. This is another one.
Another site found, but I cannot yet tell whether the others survived. Still, it holds valuable information. I hope you will find more. The network is indicating more of my people's technology, but the images I am receiving are fragmented, repeating. I am struggling to locate them precisely.
Fragmented images? Why would that happen?
I can only theorize that the locations are deep and shielded by a refractive material.
Yeah, we know about
Perhaps
the
amongst
fabricator
large
base.
crystal formations.
Or there's something else in the Crystal Cave area. Like this might not try to... what? I didn't get an entry. I scanned it, but I didn't get a databank entry. I mean, we never needed uranite for nothing, and I never built like the whole base, deeper parts of base building were completely and utterly pointless because the game's shorter. Basically, it's my takeaway here. Okay, going back up. Good. This is like a second one. We found one of those things before in that volcano. They used them to monitor the volcanoes. But if I got that right, they were basically just telling me go to the Crystal Caves.
Our searches have been useful, but ultimately I have no definitive evidence as to the fate of my people. The network I hoped to rejoin may no longer exist. I cannot feel it.
There could be a million reasons for that. Like, what if the network had a system update? They're on version 2001.4 and you're still on version 14.2.
That would make me incompatible. How would I even begin to plan my upgrades?
Okay, that's not what I meant. Bad example. You still know how to get home?
Yes.
So don't give up. Go there, see for yourself what happened.
You are expressing optimism, but it is not supported by probability.
Hope isn't based on statistics. It's born from a drive for something better. There's a poem Sam loved. Hope is human. Hope is... Oh, right. Hope is the thing with feathers.
This does not match any fauna designation I can find in your PDA.
It's a line from a 19th century Earth author. Emily... something. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. I promise we'll get answers one way or another, Ellen.
Adding hope to your database.
Thank you. Have you added hope to my database? No, you don't. Hey, yeah, we know what we have in our inventory. Go away. Glowy things. I saw you down there. Once I saw the second sea vent on the horizon, I thought, okay, I have to dive near that. That's a thermal plant. Thermal plant was relatively early game, if I remember right. We have like diamonds and stuff. Hope, there it is. Hope is an animal of unknown origin. According to Robin and a poet named Emily Dickinson, it is described as having feathers. My database found the poem Robin was referring to. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. The presence of hope seems to inspire humans to persevere in the face of adversity. Perhaps humans keep a hope with them at all times. From this notation, hope appears to be a hardy avian creature. It is capable of surviving at sea and in cold climates. Having kept so many warm, hope might be observed to produce exothermic chemical reactions. Assessment: find and maintain hope. Find and maintain hope is a good plan. Those are only more thermal plants in this obvious location that has very much thermal activity going on. But we found thermal plants like long ago, but this is new. Power transmitters. So this is where they were getting the power for their stuff. It blew up though. More thermal plant fragments.
There I was, 500 meters below sea level. Chunks of the sea base sank around me. One hand gripped the monster's scales. The other was clamped around the shard of metal I'd lodged into her eye socket. A reaper. Wounded, maybe, but still deadly. I'd already taken out one eye. I damn near carved out the other. We were headed for the void at the crater's edge. Blinded, she was spiraling deeper. I had a choice. Hold on, or let go. I clung for dear life as she took us deeper. I had 1 minute of air in the tank. Back then, I could go another 3 with what I had in my lungs. So I had 4 minutes to kill the Reaper, minus a few to get back to the surface. It ain't that I like killing folk. It's just sometimes what you need is on the inside of someone else's ribcage. I killed that beautiful, terrifying creature, and I made for the surface. When I caught my breath, I realized we'd come further than I thought. I was surrounded by watery void, just me and ocean. Nothing else.
I had been looking for that first log before. I was like, did we miss it somewhere where we found Marguerite? But no, this is the sea base that she was in when the Leviathan attacked her. and then she wrote like the breast portion of the Leviathan up, because there was still oxygen stored in the lungs, so it floated. Basically, it slowly floated upwards, and that's what saved her. And then she wrote on it and paddled to land. That's the rest. So the rest of the story we already heard before, but that was the first part, how the sea base exploded around her, and the Leviathan took her, and she went with it. So we have the full story there. Okay, let's go back to base, because we want to craft the hydraulic fluid. For that we need I think 4 gel sacks. And it's time to, and we have some time to reorganize. I don't think we need to reorganize what we have in the back of our truck. I just need to make sure that we have everything else we need for that hydraulic fluid. We have everything at base. Okay. Good. Then it's just a short way back home, which I'm skipping you to, because you don't need to stay with me for the entire journey, and this is Delta Island already. Okay, so back at home, grab 1 seed cluster, if I can get the geometry to line up, that is, and 4 gel sacks, and assume fabricator, make hydraulic fluid. And there we have it. Mechanical hydraulic fluid. We can now use the thing if we want to, but I don't think we really need to. Good. And the next thing I'm doing is I'm returning back to Crystal Cave, because like what the our friend Alan spoke of, like it's below ground. Crystal Cave might be that fabricator thing that we already found, but it might also be something else in the Crystal Cave. And in the Crystal Cave I just meandered around the middle, so I was doing wall strats, like left wall strats, always going left around the whole area. And yeah, of course that's not the best thing to do, and I must stop looking at the screen where I can see my camera, but I must look at the camera when I'm talking to you. That's a thing I still need to learn. Yeah, weird how stupid you sometimes are, but that's just the way we sometimes are. Okay, I'm just recharging my iron battery and my iron power cell at those 2 things, and then we can return back. Might also no need to. Good. So I'm seeing you in a few seconds when both of them are loaded, which this is. But put the other thing back. Okay, waiting just for the battery to reload, putting 1 thing into the bioreactor, because it looks like it's draining a lot now. It's not. Good. And yeah, see you in a second in the Crystal Caves, or better said at Omega, where we'll enter it. No, we'll enter again from not Omega, the Mercury 2 thrusters. I'm meeting you there. Okay, closing in on Crystal Cave. Going down, I activated the waypoints of Omega, Mercury 2 thrusters and the Architect Fabricator to have better control about where we're going. Okay, so can you stop auto-rolling so that I know which way is up? So Omega is 500 meters that way. And the Architect Fabricator is 1 kilometer that way. Okay. So these caverns are freaking big. Also, from the other game I played in between, I made my sound quieter, which I now only realized. So let's take a look at the more open areas of this. Like I tried to go to stay near the walls, which could have screwed me over. So we're looking for signs for architects. Those are these glow grubs. Those are not the things that the architects place. Otherwise, we are keeping out for an eye out for the same kind of glow, like green glow. There you are. You did damage me. I did actually blast you before you came near me, but you did still damage me. Okay, this is the big cavern. Let's try to find something that's more like central to this area. The problem is the view distance. Also, did I put it? No need to. I have titanium and copper with me. That's the fabricator. It's that way. Trying to look out for more architect signs. Like, normally they're like these green things. Those are like cable connectors or something like that. Like that are bringing power to the thing. Are you coming? Yeah, it was coming. And it did damage me again. So we'll need to repair at some point. I'm trying to keep an eye out for signs of architect bases. Problem is, now that the thing is on my screen, I'm naturally drawn towards the architect fabricator, which is not the direction I want to go to. But it might be on the way there. And it's not that it's totally wrong to go towards it. Like, these things are supposed to... It's the crystals that's blocking the side for the architect. This might be an entire complete waste of time, so we'll cut it out. Everything of this. This is the announcement of it coming. But let's go towards the big ones. Okay. This is definitely new.
There is definitely something of value nearby. It could help you build my body.
It could help you build your body. Okay. There's definitely something nearby which could help me build his body. I need to get out of here to have a better... Like, the slow turning radius isn't really helping. Do I have... I have a beacon in here, but let's just in storage somewhere. No, I never want to rename stuff. I just want to pick up a titanium and a copper to make a beacon. Because that will also help me return to this if I ever need to. Okay, I zoomed down this hallway. Yeah, these things, this glow, this green glow is what I was searching for. I think we could have entered this with the sea truck. There's the facility already. Trying to look for other stuff nearby though. Doesn't seem that there's anything. Reading subtext in what Alan says really helped. And I never scanned the blue crystal. That's morganite. It's beryllium aluminium silicate. That's supposed to be purple? I mean, it is purple, but I just thought that was the natural hue of the area interfering with I don't know what this is. Crystal Cave Architect Place. The last one was like a meditation something. PL, okay. The last one was like a meditation place with a fountain where they went to relax. So this might be something of that kind. This is actually... I wouldn't... Like, this is wow, but also this is... Oh god. I'm not sure whether I would want to be here. There's a lower part and an upper part. The upper part leads to where I want to go, so I'm naturally going the lower part. Why do I even keep explaining it if there's nothing to be found in these weird little sideways that I'm going to? They're just to make it seem more natural. Instead of built. Like little things and offshoots that make these places feel more natural. We have a flying robot variant. Oh no, it's a robot that is interacting with weirdly placed stuff. Architect component. Oh. That's a blueprint. Constituent parts. The architect organs are effectively a network of biocomposite and cybernetic material containing a variety of subsystems. The heart is a particularly complex centerpiece in this biological-technological hybrid. It moves blood and nutrients throughout the body to nourish and maintain the animal aspects of the alien corpus, while also functioning as the primary energy source for the cybernetic neurological system. Sensory input is processed and filtered into a dense network of incredible computational power, the architect brain. No respiration or digestive systems appear to be present, suggesting a life that is fed entirely by sustained electrical energy, and a body that can survive in environments that are otherwise extremely hostile to most life forms. In spite of its intricate design, the insistence on incorporating biological components exposes the architect body to the possibility of disease. Yeah, but that is useful. Like the realization, we have that at base.
You'll be able to construct bionic organs with the scanned material, both primary and secondary. Our designs provide for redundancies.
Given your current location, I think they could still be improved.
Your feedback has been noted.
Like the concept of mortality is a huge drive. Why don't we have like a few iron cubes at least or something? Nothing else in here. Like nothing. Okay. The concept of mortality is the cause for a lot of the human drive to we'll just let it stay that way. It's the cause for a lot of the human drive to explore and to do stuff. Why am I going this way? I was going towards that instead of towards this. Great. Let's go towards the sea truck. Like the human drive to innovate, human stuff to innovate and to experiment with his surroundings. A lot of that comes from immortality, from mortality being a thing. Like, if you're not mortal and you're not decaying, is there even a reason to strive for improvement? So there's no reason to develop better technologies and everything.
You have found 2 of the 3 components required for the construction of my corporeal form. This is as close as I have come to autonomy in a long time.
You have such a way with words.
Is that sarcasm.
It was. You're learning.
Hopefully, I will not have time to complete my study.
I was wondering, if you can transfer bodies, why was it important to find a cure when you were infected? Couldn't you just make a new body?
As you can see in the components you have scanned thus far, the forms we require combine biological and mechanical parts. The tissues you have scanned were developed from the DNA of 27 separate alien species.
27? That seems greedy. And wouldn't that mean that anything that infects a body you've manufactured can potentially learn how to infect all those other species?
Yes. That is why a cure was imperative.
Yeah. If they are struck by the bacteria would be, it was a bacteria, so bacteria normally aren't that innovative and learning and adapting as viruses. Like if it were a virus, I'd say that, yeah, if you're exposing the virus to the DNA of 27 species at once, it would adapt to all of them just naturally by evolution. Just by random mutation, as it always does. I mean, like, if you talk about viruses and how they work and how they adapt to things, it almost sounds like it's an intelligent being, because even if it was an intelligent being, it wouldn't adapt better than it already does. It's such a perfect little machine to infect organic life. I think I need to fucking place... Oh god, that's the wrong button to hit in this tight quarters. I think I need to place proper beacons for the exit down here in the Crystal Caves, because I can't fucking find the exit to Omega, I say, when I'm directly at it. Stop moving, man. Okay, that will be difficult to squeeze through. What are you? That's a grapple arm. Or drilling arm. Okay, and that's our way out. Good. Good. Found my way out again, which is the scariest part of going to the Crystal Caves, finding your way out. So I'll be meeting you back at my base with constructing the organs. No, I won't. Now that we solved the story entirely and completed the SEM part of the story, I wanted to come back to this place and talk to Margaret and see if she has anything to say to me accomplishing what I accomplished. And also I don't have the components on the boat though. I just don't have the storage space to put everything I need in here, like 4 of every kind of resource or something like that. Hey Maggie, you don't react to me completing the story. Good. That's all I wanted to know. Also, I find it interesting how she manages to put her snow stalker down here. Like, she transports it within the prawn suit. And now that I realized what I just said, she must transport it in here because it can't dive 300 meters deep. So where in this fucking thing does she put it? There's no place. Okay, they didn't think about that. They should have made like a little cabin at the back of the thing where the snow stalker could curl up and go. Because in no way, there's no way that this thing can survive going 350 meters down in the ocean. It's just not made for that by evolution. Whatever, I'm meeting you back at base with Alan's reaction to me constructing the second part of his body. If he even reacts, whatever. And we're right back at my base where I grabbed all the stuff that we need for the next part of the architect thing, which... I'm so stupid that I didn't realize that that was the same thing stopping me the last time. We're putting it in here because we're not... I mean, we could go down to the fabricator in the cave, but this is like the main hub where we put all the materials. Let me grab them back out so that I know for certain that this is exactly the thing we need and not... Yeah, okay, it's exactly what we need. And I'm so stupid that I did the same thing again, so we never made any of those. But we have all the material for that in this locker for 2 of the 3 parts. Good. Okay, just gonna recharge my stuff. Grab me a bit of food supplies, like the nuts are... No... Like the land masses were full of those pepper plants that we can use to fill up every resource because they're great. So we can just go back there. I'm just grabbing like 3 nuts. I marked Z13 because that's right where I want to dock my ship. So we're starting with this. And this. So that we can begin. I'm seeing you right where Architect Artifact Z13 is, or better said, I'm meeting you next episode. I'm meeting you, not you, because that's just my screen to control the camera. That is the camera. So I'm meeting you at the bridge in the beginning of the next episode. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.